श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। So we saw yesterday Bhagavan promised Arjuna by saying Pashya, see. Okay. Then now in the sixth shloka he says Divyani Rupani Pashyati Uktva Tanyeva Leshato Anukramati Dvabhyam. So Divyani Rupani Pashya, see my divine form. After saying that he is just Leshata means in a small way, a part of it. Anukramati, he is just presenting a part of that divine form. Bhagavan is presenting that part of that divine form in two shlokas, Dvabhyam. पश्यादित्यान् वसून् रुद्रान् अश्विनो मरुतस्तथा बहून्यदृष्टपूर्वाणि पश्याश्चर्याणि भारत। पश्य आदित्यान् वसून् रुद्रान् अश्विनो मरुतः तथा बहूनि अदृष्टपूर्वाणि पश्य आश्चर्याणि भारत। Pashya, see for yourself what Aditya is sun. Okay, Vasu is another devata. Rudra, we know Rudra. Ashwini Kumaras, and then Marutas Tatha and Marut devata. Bahuni Adushtapurvani and other things which you have never seen. Adushtapurvani which you have never seen. Pashya, see that. Ascharnyani, and it is surprising. It is not okay. I have not seen that, but it is very boring. No, it is not boring thing which we are going to show you. Adrishta Purvani Ascharyani. That which you have never seen in your life earlier, not you or anyone. And not just that, they are all surprising. Hey Bharata, see them. Pashya, Aditya means sun. Aditya, we also name boys, young boys, baby boys as Aditya. But without understanding, there is not just one Aditya. That is, there is Dwadasha Aditya. There are 12 Adityas. Aditya is a group of people, 12 Adityas. Okay. Then Vasun, Ashta Vasu, 8 Vasus. Okay. Then Rudra, Ekadasha Rudra, 11 Rudras. That is why yesterday I told about Rudra Ashtadhyay, Rudra Namaka and Chamaka. In Namaka and Chamaka, there are 11 Anuvakas, 11 poetry or prose parts. So 11 sub-chapters kind of. Okay. So 11. That is why when they do Ekadasha Rudra, in Rudra you chant once, that is Eka Rudra. If you want to chant Rudra for 11 times, Ekadasha Rudra, you have to chant all this in the Namaka and one Anuvaka of Chamaka. Like that, if you chant, that is called as Ekadasha Rudra. Now, Ekadasha, 11 Rudras are there. Okay. Ashwini Kumaras, 2 people. Great medicine men they are. Marut, Saptakan Ekona Panchashat. How many Maruts are there? Saptakan, 7 to 7. Eka Una Panchashat. 1 less for 50. So that many Maruts are there. Tatha Anyanapi Deva Nityartha. Not just that, there are other deities also. Okay? There are other deities also. Deva Nityartha. Just we have enumerated some of the deities. This is not the end of the list. There are other deities also inside him, inside me. Bahuni Anyani Adrishtapurvani Purum Adrishtani Manushaloke Twaya Tvattaha Anyenava Kenachit. So not just that, Bahuni अन्यानि अदृष्टपूर्वाणि, अदृष्टं पूर्वम्, अव्ययभाव समास, अदृष्टं पूर्वं, पूर्वम् अदृष्ट, पूर्वम् अदृष्ट becomes अदृष्ट पूर्व. Okay, now there are other things which are not, which were never seen, that kind of forms, not seen by not just you but others also. It was never seen by anyone. Those kind of forms also you can see. Pashya. Ashcharyani adbhutani, and they are not boring things. They are very interesting things and surprising things. Hey Bharata. अत्र शतशोथसहस्रशः नानाविधानि इत्यस्य विवरणं बहूनि इति आदित्यानि इत्यादि. Bahuni Adityani, what he said is an explanation to the earlier slokas, Shatasho ऽथसहस and Nana Vidhani, hundreds and thousands and many types of. That is said here. But wait, even if you count 11 Rudras, 12 Adityas, they are maximum 100, hundreds and thousands. How can they be? You have to understand. We have very clearly said anyani devani ityartha. The other groups of deities also, like Gana Devata, Gananayaka, Ganapati we say as one, but there are many types of Gana. Okay, forget about that. There are many deities. Even if I'm not going to count the other deities, I'm going to take 50 plus 51, 51 plus 11. 62, 62 plus 8, ashtav. Okay, 62, 70, 70 plus 12, 82, 82, around 100. Okay, now let us see 100 deities, just 100 deities here. But the Aditya which we see is not the Aditya, only Aditya. Okay, there are 12 Adityas. But again, this 12 Adityas belong to one creation, one part of creation. Ananta Koti Brahmanda, we say. In this creation, there are multiverse. In science fictions, they say multiverse. There are so many universes, creations. So, in this 12, in another there may be 12. So, there are thousands and thousands of deities like this. Vivaranam Bahuni Iti Adityani Ityadi. Okay, so that is what is explained through Aditya and Bahu, etc. Now, Adishta Purvani, you have never seen such, no one has ever seen such kind of thing. It is like that Star Trek advertisement. You know, in the beginning of Star Trek, they will say they are going to places no one have ever visited, kind of. Okay, something like this. Divyani Ityasya Ascharyaniti Nana Varna Kritini Ityasya Tirstiyam. So, Adishta Purvani, earlier he said Divyani. And Ascharyani, it is very great surprise. What is the surprise there? Earlier he said Nana Varna Akritini. Different kinds of forms, different kinds of colors. We have never seen these hues and forms. This kind of hues and forms we have never encountered in our life. So it is surprising to see such a form. Some flower which you have never seen, like flower rose. We have seen so many kinds of rose. If your rose has different colors in the same rose, something surprising. So something like that he says. Na kevalam etavadeva. This is not just all. Samastam jagadapi mad dehastham drashtum arhasi ityaha. You can see the whole of creation in my body, existing in my body. That is what he says. Iha ekastham jagat kritsnam pashya adya sacharacharam mama dehe gudakesha yachanyat drashtamicchasi. Iha ekastham jagat kritsnam pashya adya sacharacharam mama dehe he gudakesha yachanyat drashtamicchasi. Bhagavan here gives like sharing an internet password, Wi-Fi password. Bhagavan is giving him a free pass. For what? Okay, first he says, Iha dehastam. Here ekastam, in this one place, one portion. Jagat Krishnam Pashya, the whole of creation, you see. Earlier to his mother, when he opened his mouth, he showed the whole creation in his mouth. Similarly, in one portion, you can see the whole of creation. Pashya. Adya. Now, today, Sacharacharam. The moving and non-moving. Everything you see in this one place. Animals and plants and whatever. You see in one place. Where in one place? Mama Dehe, in my body. Hey Gudakesha. You are one who has gained victory over sleep. Guda means sleep. You have gained victory over sleep. Therefore, you be very awake and see everything. Not just that. Why should you call it Wi-Fi passport kind of? Yacha anyad drashtumichhasi. Whatever you desire to see, that also you can see in me. Whatever. Good, bad, ugly, whatever you want to see, that also. What does that mean? We'll come to that. He says, Iha. Iha means Aspin, Mama Dehe, in my body. Ekastam. Ekastam means Ekasmin Avayava Rupenastam. In one part of my body, as a limb, whatever exists. Jagat Kristam, this whole creation exists. This Jagat is, this whole creation is like a limb, an extension in my body. That's all. It is like a nisab. Pado asya vishwa bhutani. One quarter is filled with this whole creation. So the three other quarter is devoid of any attachment to the creation. So Jagat Kristam, Samastam. Kristam means Samastam, the whole of creation. Sacharacharam. Sacharacharam means Jangamasthawara Sahitam, along with the moving and non-moving things. Chara means moving. Achara means non-moving. Chara, the animals. Achara, the plants, etc. So all that, along with everything else. Tatra tatra paribhramata varsha koti sahasra. What is the point on seeing all that? I open my eyes, I look outside my window or go outside. I can see all that moving and non-moving. Why should I see it in your body? It's a valid question. So Bhagavan says, Tatra tatra paribhramata varsha koti sahasrenapi. Even if you go here and there for thousands of years, drashtum ashakyam, you cannot see all this. I am showing all of them in one place. Even if you are going to go around the world for thousands of years, you cannot see all of them. That kind of vision I am giving you. Adya, adhunaiva. Now itself, you see. Pashya he Gudakesha. Gudakesha, Pashya. See this. Yachanyat. Whatever other things you want to see, that also. What is the other thing he wants to see? Jaya Parajayadikam Drashtam, like people who read novels. Some people cannot stand the suspense. So what they do is they flip to the final page and read the end and then come back to the story. So if you want to find who wins and who loses, what happens in the end, go there, fast forward, go there, see that and come back. There is no issue. Whatever you want to see, that also you can see in me. Drashtumichhasi tadapi sandeh uchchadaya pashya. To get rid of your doubt, will be win, will be not win, will be lose, or whatever, that kind of doubts, to get rid of all that doubt, you can see that also in me. Yattuktam. Manyase yadi tatshakyam maya drashtam iti tatra visheshamaha. So, but he was doubtful. Arjuna was doubtful. He very clearly said, if you think I am eligible for, I am capable for, if you know, if you think, if you desire that I am capable for, I am eligible for, please show me that form. Now, for that, Bhagavan is saying, Natu mam shakyase drashtum anenaiva swachakshusha divyam dadamite chakshu pashyame yogamaishwaram. Natu mam shakyase drashtum anenaiva swachakshusha divyam dadamite chakshu pashyame yogamaishwaram. Natu mam shakyase drashtum. You cannot see me. Pashya, Pashya, he says, Pashya, Pashya, Pashya. Now he says, you cannot see me. What is this contradiction? Anenaiva swachaksha, with your naked eyes, with this eyes, with these eyes, which are a product of materials, with this you cannot see me. Therefore, divyam chakshu dadamite, I am going to give you a divine vision. With this eye, you cannot see me. Therefore, I am going to give you a divine vision. With that, pashya me yoga maishwaram. With that, see my yoga and see my aishwarya, ishwara bhava, godliness, the divine state. Now, in, we call blind person a person who cannot see, blind man, etc. Okay. In Sanskrit and in Hindi, they have this beautiful word, divya chakshu, divyanga, etc. Divine limb. Beautiful word. That is what he says. But he is not making him handicapped. The idea is is giving him a divine vision. The vision chakshu is not limited to eyesight. It is also, it means the sense organs of perception, the knowledge sense organ, jnana indriya. He is giving him divine jnana indriya. That's the idea here. अनेन एव प्राकृतेन स्वचक्षुषा स्वभाव सिद्धेन चक्षुषा माम दिव्यम रूपम द्रष्टुम न शक्यसे. With this very eye, which is made of prakriti, materials, elements, this elemental eye, with that you cannot see my divine form. Divyam rupam drashtum na shakyase. You cannot see my divine form. Na shaknoshi tu eva. Definitely you can never see using this eyes, these eyes. Shakshyase iti pathe. Shakto bhavishyasi ityartha. Shakshyase, if it is there as sakshyase, then you cannot become eligible. That's the idea. Sauvadikasyapi shaknotehe daivadika shanchandasa iti. See, Sauvadika and Daivadika. Daivadika means it is not a divine influence. Deva, Deva, Deva. Deva means deity. Deva means Daivadikam means through divine interference. Here it is not like that. Sauvadika means Swadi Gana Patita. Daivadika means Divadi Gana Patita. There are different groups of root words, 10 different groups of root words. Gana we call it. So in that there is Swadi Gana, there is Divadi Gana. Swadibhyo Shnu. Divadibhya Shyan. This is Vikarana Pratyaya. A Pratyaya, a suffix which will come in between. So there, Lashakvatadita, etc. Sh becomes Lopa, U becomes Lopa, In becomes Lopa, Yakara remains Shyan. Okay, so Shakya say, he is trying to explain why this Shakya say, how did this Shakya say come? See, Shakya say, if it is a Swadigana, then Swadibhyo Shnuhu. So Shnu Pratyaya will come, Shaknya say, something like that will be, Shaknushe, something like that will be the form. But yes, it is Shakya say. So we have to take it because this word, this root word is there in Swadigana. Shak. This root word is there in Swadigana. If you accept the Swadigana root, then you have to say this usage is Chandasa usage, Vedic usage. Bhagavan cannot be controlled. So Vedic usage, Chandasa. They all, after all, the Vedas came from his naturally from his breath, etc. So Shakyase is possible. Chandasa. That is why he says Chandasan Itiva. But if it is a Daivadigana, Divadibha Shan. Okay. So Yakara will be there, Ya will be there. Then Shak plus Ya, Shakya. Shakya say. It was natural. Okay. So Divado Patho Va iti eva Sampradayakam. In the Sampradaya, they accept the Divadi Patha. So Shan is the natural Vikarana Pratyaya. Okay. Tarhi. Tuam drashtum katham shaknuyam. Ata, if you cannot see me with this eye, how will I be able to see? For this doubt, Bhagavan says in the same shloka, Bhagavan says, Divyam aprakritam mama divya rupa darshana kshamam dadami te tubhyam chakshuhu. I am going to give you divyam. Divyam means divine. Divine means something which is not elemental, which is not a product of elements. I am going to give you that kind of eye. Tena, with that means divyena chakshuna, with that divine eye, pashyame yogam, see my yoga. Yoga means aghatana ghatana pati samarthyam, that which is capable of making the impossible possible. Now, this is a beautiful word. Yoga normally has given so many meanings for yoga. Whatever you have not gaining that is yoga, basic simple meaning. You could have brought in any of that. Instead of that, for yoga, he is giving a beautiful word, aghatana ghatana pati samarthyam. That which makes the impossible possible is yoga. Why should he bring in that word here? Everything has a sense. It didn't strike me earlier. When I see it now, I understand. Aghatana ghatana samarthyam. When we explain Maya, what is Maya? Aghatana ghatana patiyasi Maya. Maya is something which is a expert in making the impossible possible. Yoga here is Maya. Yoga Maya. You call it Yoga Maya of Bhagavan. And Bhagavan is giving him that kind of vision, which is through his yoga, through his Maya. You have to understand these are subtle nuances. Because here, when we accept Vishwarupa, the divine form of Bhagavan with everything inside, then we cannot negate it as Maya Mithya. Bhagavan himself is showing in him all these forms. So, and Arjuna has seen it. How can that be Maya? So, for that, we have to understand he is giving him another eye, which is a illusory eye. Bhagavan is really cheating him, nothing else. So, Chaksha, Aghatana Ghatana Samarthyam. Otherwise, it is very difficult to negate this. That is why we have to understand it properly. Iti Atishayam Aishwaram. Ishwarasya Mama Asadharana. Aishwaram means me, Ishwara, my special form. That is what is Aishwara. You see that. Bhagavan Arjunaya Divyam Rupam Darshitaman. Bhagavan showed the beautiful divine form. Sacha tadrishtva vismaya avishto Bhagavantam Vigyapitavan. And Sacha means Arjuna. Arjuna, and that Arjuna, after seeing that divine form, Vismaya avishta, he is completely awestruck. Vismaya, awestruck. He's wide-eyed and wide mouth. And with that awestruck state, he is saying, Bhagavantam Vijnapitvan. He is requesting Bhagavan. Iti imam vrittantam. Till this, from here till whatever Arjuna is going to say, till that, whatever is happening in between, emuktva ityadivihi shadbihi. From this Evamukta, from the next shloka till 6 shlokas, Dhritarashtra prati Sanjaya uvacha. These are said to Dhritarashtra by Sanjaya. Beautiful thing. We already saw Sanjaya uvacha, Dhritarashtra uvacha, Sanjaya uvacha, and then from there we took in Bhagavan and Arjuna. Now, Sanjaya is the person who is commenting upon whatever is happening in the battlefield. When Vyasa offered our Dhritarashtra the vision, divine vision to see whatever is happening in the battlefield, he negated. He said, I don't want. He may win also. Even if you accept, he may win. Does that mean he already know that he will lose? Maybe. Even if he wins, it cannot be win-win situation. He has 100 sons, of course, yes. But out of 100, at least 50 will die. Because the opponent party, Pandavas, they are not weak people. They are very strong people. So at least 50 will die. So to see death of one's progeny, son or daughter, whatever, Putra Shoka they call it. Especially son, Putra Shoka they call it. That is the biggest sorrow for anyone. Not that big. The biggest sorrow is your son becoming a monk. He running away and taking sannyasa is the biggest sorrow. People can't, even if he dies, it is okay. But people can't accept somebody taking a monkhood. Anyway, that is a different issue. Thing is a Putra Shoka. He will be afflicted by that. So he doesn't want to see his sons die in the hands of Pandavas. So he requests him, Vyasa, to give the divine vision to Sanjaya. Sanjaya is a truth sayer. He never says anything other than truth. A. B. He is a talkative person. So he will explain everything. Like today, Sanjaya is watching everything through CCTV. Like today is commentators. After this COVID, the commentary box is no more inside the stadium, at least for cricket, the IPL cricket, which we saw, which happened. I didn't see, I just saw some gyms where they were commenting and they saying, I'm eating this, I'm eating that. So the commentators are put in a bubble, bio bubble, corona bubble, or they sit in the comfort of their house. They watch the same thing as we watch and they comment upon that. That's the idea. That's the thing. Not from live from the ground. They watch the TV. They have a setup with all microphone, etc., internet, etc. connection. They start commenting upon it. So like that, Sanjaya is also watching the CCTV relay and he is commenting. Now Sanjaya says in the next shloka, Sanjaya uvacha to Dhritarashtra. Of course. एवं उक्त्वा ततो राजन् महायोगेश्वरो हरिः दर्शयामास पार्थाय परमं रूपमैश्वरम् एवं उक्त्वा ततः हे राजन् महायोगेश्वरो हरिः दर्शयामास पार्थाय परमं रूपमैश्वरम् एवं उक्त्वा saying thus ततः राजन् thereafter हे राजा हे king महायोगेश्वरो हरि Hari, one who takes away all the sorrows of people, all the troubles of people, that Hari, one who steals away the troubles of people, Sri Harani Dhatu, who is Mahayogeshwara, because of his great magical illusion, magical power, yoga, we saw his magical power, Yoga Maya. Darshayamasa started showing. Showing what? To whom? Parthaya. To Partha. What? Paramam Rupam Aishwaram. His absolute form. The state of being Ishvara. That form he started displaying to Arjuna. Evam. Natu mam shakyase drashtum anena chaksha tato divyam dadamite chakshu iti uktva. Evam means in this way. Meaning after saying that you cannot see me through this eye, these eyes, therefore I am going to give you an implant of a divine eye, divine sense organ. After saying this, tato divya chakshu pradana anantaram. Evam, after giving the divine vision, He Rajan, O King Dhritarashtra, Sthito Bhava, Sthiro Bhava Saranaya. Be careful. Be very careful and be very vigilant. I am going to explain to you every detail, whatever I am going to see. Mahan Sarvotkrushtascha Asau Yogeshwarascha iti Mahayogeshwaraha. He is great. At the same time, he is the Lord of Yoga. Therefore, Mahayogeshwara. Who is he? Hari. Why is he called as Hari? Bhaktanam Sarva Klesha Pahari. He is one who removes, steals away all these obstacles of the devotees. Therefore, he is called as Hari. Bhagavan Who is that? Bhagavan. Darshana ayogyamapi darshayamasa. That kind of Bhagavan, even if he is incapable of, even if he is ineligible for, those kind of forms he started displaying. Parthaya. To whom? To Partha. Ekanda Bhaktaya, who is who is a great disciple, devotee, focused devotee. Ekanda Bhaktaya means one who is for whom there is none other than Krishna. That kind of devotion he has. Param Divyam Rupam Aishwaram. What did he show? The absolute form, which is the state of being Ishvara. Tadeva Rupam Vishinashti. What form did he show? That is explained in the next two shlokas. Aneka Vaktranayana, Aneka Adbhuta Darshanam, Aneka Divyabharanam, Divyaneka Udyata Ayudham, Divya Malyambaradharam, Divya Gandhanu Lepanam, Sarvascharyamayam Devam, Anantam Vishwatomukham. Aneka Vaktra Nayanam, Aneka Adbhuta Darshanam, अनेक दिव्य आभरणम, दिव्य अनेक उद्यत आयुधम, दिव्य माल्य अंबरधरम, दिव्य गंध अनुलेपनम, सर्व आश्चर्यमयम देवम, अनंतम विश्वतोमुखम. अनेक वक्त्र नयनम. When we talk about Indra, Indra has another name, Sahasranayana. Sahasranayana, one who has 1,000 eyes. His body is full of eyes. Okay, so that is Indra. Now here, Krishna, he is showing his Vishwarupa. What kind of form it is? Aneka Vaktra. There are multiple faces. Not just that, there are multiple eyes. Okay, everywhere there are faces and eyes. Aneka Adbhuta Darshanam, and very strange, surprising forms you can see in that part, that body. Aneka Divyabharanam, wearing very many divine, elegant, divine abharanas, decorative ornaments. Divya Aneka Udyata Ayudham, and not just that, many divine ayudha, instruments they are holding in their hand. That also he is able to see. Divya Malya Ambarataram, very many divine garlands, and Ambara means dresses. They were wearing divine garlands and divine dresses. Not just that, Divya Gandha Anulepanam, they were wearing different kinds of perfumes. So that is what is different here. Nowadays in the internet, you can see the videos, you can see only the person. But here he is able to see not just the person. Probably later, in later stage, it will be possible. So he is able to see the smell. He is able to smell them, the different perfumes. So we understand Chakshu is not just divine vision. He has given the divine sense organ of knowledge. That's the idea. Okay. Sarva Ascharyamayam Devam, great surprising kind of form of this deity. Anantam Vishwatomukam, one who is limitless and one who has face everywhere. That kind of form Arjuna is seeing. Anekani Vaktrani Nayanani Cha Yasmin Rupe, in which form there are different eyes and different faces. Anekanam Adbhutanam Vismaya Hetunam Darshanam Yasmin, in which there are many surprising divine forms. Awe-striking divine forms. Anekani Divyani Abharani Bhushanani Yasmin, in which there are different divine ornaments they are wearing. Divyani Anekani Udyatani Ayudhani Astrani. They were holding on to different divine weapons, instruments. Yasmin Tattatarupam, that kind of form he saw. Not just that weapon holding, a weapon wielding forms. Divyani Malyani Pushpamayani Ratnamayani cha. Divine garlands, whether made of divine flowers or divine precious stones. Like in the month of Tamil month of Adi, the Fridays, all the Fridays of that month Adi, in Tiruchi, there is this temple of Akhilandeshwari. Akhilandeshwari, along with her consort, the Jalakanteshwara. So, there, this divine form of deity, she will be wearing Ratna Anga. Ratna Angi, she is called that day. Ratna Angi means she will be wearing a dress made of these precious stones. Ratnani. So, the garland made of divine flowers, the flowers which we have not seen, not just that, divine pearls, etc. Divine pearls and divine other uh, precious stones. तथा दिव्य अम्बराणि वस्त्राणि च ध्रियन्ते येन. And similarly, one who wears divine dress, so that person tena the divya ambaradaram malya ambaradaram, he is the one who is referred to as divya malya ambaradaram. Divyo gandho asyeti divya gandha tat anulepanam yasya tat. This one who smells very beautifully fragrant, that one who has that kind of fragrances, divya gandha anulepanam. सर्वाश्चर्यमयम अनेक अद्भुत प्रचुरम. He is a vision of awe. He is a vision of surprise. So that kind of Devam, Devam means Dyotana Swarupam, Dyotanatmakam, one who is effulgent, that form. Anantam Aparichinnam. Ananta means one who is limitless, boundaryless. Vishwataha Sarvatomukhani Yasmin Tadrupam, one who has faces everywhere. That kind of form, Darshayamasa iti Purvena Sambandha. He showed with in Darshayamasa. This word you have to carry forward from the previous shloka. Who saw? Arjuno Darshaya, Arjunaha Darshayamasa, Dadarsha iti Adhyarva. Or you have to say, you can see it from the sense, from the standpoint of Krishna. Krishna showed that kind of form. Or you can see it from the standpoint of Arjuna. Arjuna saw that kind of form. Both are right. Dev ityuktam vivanoti. He said Devam, Dyotanatmakam, effulgent form. What is this effulgence? That is explained. This is a very beautiful shloka. This is a very important shloka. Asian over when he saw the atomic bomb bursting in front of his eye, it is said that he chanted this form, this shloka. We forget our roots, our tradition. Others, they hold on to this. They understand the importance, the value of this. We become secular and read everything other than our own history, our own philosophy. So what does he say here? Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhavedyugapat Uthita Yadi Bhasadrishi Sasya Bhasastasya Mahatmanaha. Beautiful. Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhavedyugapat Uthita यदि भासदृशी सास्याद भासः तस्य महात्मनः. दिवि सूर्य सहस्रस्य, in the sky, divi, in the sky, surya sahasrasya, thousands of sun, bhaved yugapat uttita, when they arise at the same time, when they are shining at the same time, yadi bhasadrshi, if the sunrise happens for thousands of suns at the same time, and that kind of basadrishi, that kind of effulgence, equivalent to that kind of effulgence is a sasya, is that form. Bhasaha tasya mahatma, of that form of that deity, that Ishvara, that Bhagavan. Divi antarikshe, in the sky, Suryanam sahasrasya aparimita surya samuhasya. Thousands of sun means it is not just limited to 1,000. Unlimited number of suns. He could have said 100, 10, 100. He said 1000. Why? Even one sun rising, you cannot see. When it is in full bloom, you cannot see the sun directly. One sun. You can possibly try to imagine 100 suns, but never 1000 suns. So that is why it is given, the number is given as 1000. And 1000 is, he could have said 10,000, lakh, crore, billion, trillion, etc. No, he didn't say that. Why? 1000 is a complete number. It includes everything else. So 1000. Sahasrasya aparimita surya samuhasya. Unlimited sun. That kind of sun. Yugavat uditasya, when they arise at the same time. Yugat udita sa prabha. When they arise at the same time, that effulgence, that light, yadi bhavet, if it happens, we are not saying it will happen. If it happens, tada, then satasya mahatmanaha vishwarupasya bhasa deeptehe. That is the effulgence of that Mahatma, that Vishwarupa, that a divine form of Bhagavan. Sadrishi Tulya, that is the similar state of. It's not the same. It is similar to that. That's all. Yediva nat syat. Even if you don't say, no, that doesn't happen. Even if it is not there, it doesn't really matter. Nunam Vishwarupam asya eva bhaha atirichyate. Even if they are not, even if it is not 1000, if it is crore or something, even if you count to another different level, even then it is not equivalent to the effulgence of this form. Iti aham manya. This is what I think. Anya tu upama nastya vityartha. Simple way of saying is there is no equivalent example for this. There is no example for this. There is no equivalence for this. Atra avidyamana adhyavasayat tad abhavena upama abhavat abhavaparat abhuta upama rupa iyam atishayoktihi utpreksham vyanjayanti. Utpreksha atishaya uktihi. Atishaya ukti means extolling. Try to say some epithet which is beyond our grasp. That is Atishaya Ukti. That which is not real. Atishaya Ukti. That is called as Atishaya Ukti. There is this bhava called Utpreksha. Utpreksha. Glorifying it beyond our understanding, beyond the state. So that is what is said here. Atra avidyamana adhyavasayat. Since you cannot understand, you cannot grasp it. Whatever you cannot grasp cannot be explained with an example. See, if you don't understand, you cannot explain. It is similar to that. You cannot explain it. So, since you cannot grasp it, you cannot explain it through an example. Therefore, we are giving some example which is not closer, which is somewhat similar. That's all. Therefore, he says Atishayokti. Sarvata nirupamatvam eva vyanakti. Meaning, it can never be explained through examples. That's the idea. Ubhau yadi vyomni pratak pravaha ityadi. There is this Shishupala Vadha, there is a shloka. Ubhau yadi vyomni pratak, etc. In the sky, from the sky, there is Akasha Ganga flowing to the ground. So that blue and this blueness, blue of water or blue of sky, when they are mixed, whatever blue you see, that is the blue of Krishna. That is the blue color of Krishna. So you cannot imagine this blue and that blue mixed. So similarly is the example here. Okay? Iti ityadivat. We'll see this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.